She did not want anything. That is exactly why she had power over everyone. Most people spend their lives chasing something. Love, attention, recognition, security. They need to be seen. They need to be wanted. They need to feel important. Salomé did not. Everything changed because of that. A strange kind of power emerges when nothing is needed. A quiet force that makes others move around you. When a person has no expectations, no demands, no emotional hunger, control becomes impossible. That was Lu. She entered rooms without trying to dominate them. She spoke without trying to convince anyone. She listened without giving herself away. And somehow, everyone noticed. Men admired her. Some fell in love with her. Others tried to understand her. Very few succeeded. Because Lu never gave what people expected. She was not cold. She was not distant in a superficial way. Freedom from validation defined her. And that made her dangerous. In a world where emotions are constantly negotiated, where affection is often exchanged like a currency, she refused to play that game. She could connect, but never depended. She could be present, but never attached. She could walk away without breaking. That made her unforgettable. People are used to patterns. Reactions are expected. Reciprocity is expected. When someone steps outside of that pattern, tension appears. Lu lived inside that tension. Her relationships were intense, but never predictable. She inspired admiration, confusion, sometimes frustration. No provocation was needed. No performance was required. She simply did not adapt herself to others. She remained herself. Very few people can handle that. Think about it. Most connections are built on mutual need. Someone needs attention. Someone needs reassurance. Someone needs to feel loved. Remove the need and everything changes. That was her space. She did not reject people. Dependence was simply absent. A subtle difference, but powerful. Rejection creates conflict. Lack of need creates distance. Distance creates fascination. People move closer to understand what cannot be controlled. They try harder. They invest more. No request is made. Still, the absence is felt. Lu never chased. She never insisted. She never tried to hold anyone in place. Because of that, she was never the one being held. A lesson exists here, but not an easy one. True independence is not isolation. Pushing people away is not the answer. Identity should not depend on others. Lu understood this deeply. Her life was not empty. Her life was full, but never dependent. She experienced relationships, but never lost herself inside them. That balance is rare. Most people attach too much or detach completely. She did neither. She remained centered. That is why her presence felt different. That is why people remembered her. That is why she could walk away and still leave an impact. Power does not always come from control. Sometimes, absence of need creates it. And that kind of power cannot be taken away. Because nothing was ever given to anyone else. Salomé did not try to dominate. She simply refused to depend. And because of that, she became impossible to replace. Very few people understand what true independence looks like. Most call it coldness. Others call it distance. Some even mistake it for arrogance. But none of these describe what was really happening. No rejection was taking place. No walls were being built. No emotional games were played. Presence was there. Attention was there. Awareness was always there. Need was not. And that changes the entire dynamic between people. When nothing is needed, Nothing can be taken away. When nothing is expected, nothing can be used against you. When nothing is required, control disappears. This is where most people struggle. Connection becomes confusing without dependency. Interest feels unstable without attachment. Attraction becomes stronger, but harder to define. That is exactly what happened around her. People tried to understand her through their own patterns. They expected reactions that never came. They searched for signals that were never sent. And because of that, they stayed. Curiosity replaced certainty. Tension replaced comfort. Attention increased. Not because she demanded it, because she never did. Silence can be more powerful than expression. Distance can create more presence than closeness. She embodied that completely. There is something deeply unsettling about a person who does not need validation. No approval is required. No reassurance is needed. No confirmation is searched for. That kind of person cannot be manipulated easily. That kind of person cannot be guided through expectation. And that creates respect. Sometimes admiration. Sometimes discomfort. Often both. People feel drawn to what they cannot fully reach. They invest more energy. They think more. They observe more carefully. All of this happens without being asked. That is the paradox. Trying less creates more impact. Needing less creates more attention. Letting go creates more presence. Very few people are able to live like this. Because it requires something difficult. Letting go of the need to be chosen. Letting go of the need to be understood. Letting go of the need to be reassured. Most people cannot do that. She did. And that is why her presence felt different. Tell me in the comments where you are watching from. Thank you.